Shalom and welcome to Souls on Fire. How many times in your life, childhood through adulthood, have you been told, if there's a will, there's a way? It was our parents' way of telling us to try harder, never say that anything is impossible. Well, here's a whole different twist on the matter. Stay tuned for The Secret. This week's Torah portion begins with God's answer to Moses' question of why are the Jews suffering even more bitterly ever since he brought God's message to Pharaoh. The opening of God's answer begins with, and I quote, "And God appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." Rashi, Rab Shlomo Yitzchaki, classic commentator of the 11th century, quotes the word va'era, and appeared, and comments, and again I quote, to the forefathers. Now, Rashi has been working so diligently with us as with his students throughout the entire book of Genesis, commenting, teaching. So why is it that now, after the entire first book of Genesis, in the second portion of the second book of Moses, Exodus, does Rashi question whether we know that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are the forefathers? What is Rashi teaching us with this comment? And he appeared, comments Rashi, to the forefathers. We know Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are our forefathers. Sit back and enjoy an interesting trailer to an interesting movie on an interesting book.
Throughout history, all the great minds, all the great leaders, all the great achievers, they have something in common. And now the great glimmering of truth can be revealed again.
You know, this secret gives you everything you want. Happiness, health, and wealth. You can have, do, or be anything you want.
I've seen many miracles take place in people's lives. Financial miracles, miracles of physical healing, mental healing, healing in relationships.
All of this happened because of knowing how to apply the secret.
This is the great secret of life.
Rabbi Shalom Ber of Lubavitch taught his son, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak of Lubavitch, that the word avot also comes from a different root than the word Abba, which means father. It also comes from the root ava, which means to want, to desire. The message now becomes powerful as Rashi reveals to us the secret. Rashi teaches us, to who does God appear? To those who desire to see him. The Jewish secret is that God and his divine providence, higher intelligence, meaning, purpose, and guidance appear to those who desire, have a willingness to be open. This Shabbat, take out some time, sit down and ask yourself, what have I been fighting with God about? Which guidance, which destiny, what have I been refusing to see and accept? And God appeared to those who desire to see him. This, my dear friends, is the